Hi, today we are going to talk about probiotics. Now, what are probiotics? They are made up of good live bacteria and yeast that naturally live in your body. You constantly have both good and bad bacteria in your body. When you get an infection, there's more bad bacteria knocking your system out of balance. Now, good bacteria helps eliminate extra bad bacteria, returning back that balance. And probiotic supplements are a way to add good bacteria to your body. Now, probiotics are made of both bacteria and yeast. The common probiotic bacteria can include lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, and the most common yeast found in probiotics is called Saccharomyces boulardii. They are a combination of a live beneficial bacteria and yeast that naturally live inside our body. However, we have two kinds of bacteria constantly in and on your body, the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. And probiotics are made up of good bacteria that helps keep your body healthy and working well. These good bacteria, they help us in many ways, including fighting off bad bacteria when you have too much of it, helping you feel better. They are also part of a larger picture concerning bacteria and your body, which is your microbiome. Now think of a microbiome as a diverse community of organisms such as a forest that work together to keep your body healthy. This community is made up of things called microbes, and we have trillions of microbes on and in our body. And these microbes are a combination of bacteria, fungi, that includes yeast, viruses, and protozoa. And where did this beneficial probiotic live in the body? The most common place linked to beneficial microbes is your gut, mostly the large intestines. We have several locations in and on our body and host good microbes. And these locations are in contact with the outside world. And that includes our gut, our mouth, vagina, urinary tract, skin, lungs. How do they work? The main job of probiotics or good bacteria is to maintain a healthy balance in your body. Think of it as keeping your body in neutral. When you are sick, bad bacteria enters your body and increases in number. And this knocks your body out of balance. Now, good bacteria works to fight off the bad bacteria and restore back the balance within your body, making you feel better. And the good bacteria keeps you healthy by supporting your immune function and controlling inflammation. Certain types of good bacteria can also help your body digest food, and it keeps bad bacteria from getting out of control and making you sick. Also, we need it because they create vitamins. They help support the cells that line your gut to prevent bad bacteria that you may have consumed through food or drink from entering into your blood. And lastly, it breaks down and absorbs medications. Now, this balancing act is naturally happening in your body all of the time. You don't actually need to take probiotic supplements to make it happen, because good bacteria is just a natural part of your body. Eating a well-balanced diet rich in fiber every day helps to keep the number of good bacteria at proper levels. What are the most common types of probiotic bacteria? Though there are many types of bacteria that can be considered probiotics, there are two specific types of bacteria that are common probiotics found in the stores. And this includes lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. Probiotics are also made up of good yeast, and the most common type of yeast found in probiotic is Saccharomyces boulardii. Question: can I use probiotics to help with medical conditions? There is currently a large amount of research happening around the idea of what probiotics can do for your body. Even though there are a lot of possibly positive outcomes, researchers are still working to find definitive answers about how probiotics can help with various conditions. And however, there are some medical conditions where probiotics may help. And this can vary between people, meaning that what works for one person may not work for another. This can also vary based on the certain probiotic that is taken. Some of the conditions that might be helped by increasing the amount of probiotics in your body includes diarrhea, both diarrhea caused by antibiotics and from Clostridium difficile, C. diff, they call it C. diff infection, constipation, inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, yeast infections, urinary tract infections, gum disease, lactose intolerance, eczema, upper respiratory infections, and sepsis, which is specifically in infants. Now, can I take or eat something to increase the good probiotics in my body? Absolutely. You can increase the amount of good microbes in your body through foods, drinks, and supplements. You may already have certain foods in your daily diet that contain probiotics. Fermented foods in particular, like yogurt and pickles, for example, are home to a host of good bacteria that benefits your body. And there are also fermented drinks like kombucha, which is a fermented tea, or kefir, a fermented dairy drink that introduce extra probiotics in your diet. Apart from food, you can add probiotics to your diet through dietary supplements. These are not drugs, so they do not need to be approved by the FDA. It is important that you always talk to your healthcare provider before starting any kind of supplement or major change to your diet. Now, probiotic supplements may be combined with a prebiotic. Prebiotics are complex carbohydrates that feed the microorganisms in your gut. Basically, prebiotics are the food source for the good bacteria. They help feed the good bacteria and keep them healthy. Are there any storage instruction for probiotics? These are some of the most common questions. Well, several probiotic strains are very fragile and need to be protected from heat, oxygen, light, and humidity. The probiotics might start to break down or die if they are exposed to these elements. Because of this, you may need to refrigerate your probiotics or store it in a particular place. Refrigerating certain probiotic strains ensures that they are still viable when you go to use them and will still provide the full benefits of the probiotics. Always read the labels on any probiotic product you purchase to make sure you store it correctly and use it within the expiration date. And another question was raised to me: should I give probiotics to my kids? Well, probiotics can be beneficial for both adults and kids. If your child has an illness that requires an antibiotic medication for treatment, taking probiotic can help shorten symptoms. As probiotics can also be used to help relieve constipation, acid reflux, diarrhea, gas, and eczema in children. Introducing probiotics into your child's diet through food is typically a safe way to give them probiotics. Foods like yogurt and cottage cheese are often part of a balanced diet and can add in good bacteria without much risk. And there are commercially available probiotic supplements specifically designed for infants and children. However, it is important to talk to your child's pediatrician before giving them any probiotic supplement or changing the child's diet to include probiotic-rich foods. Noel, do I need to take probiotics after I take antibiotics? Absolutely. Antibiotic medications are often needed to fight an infection. However, while antibiotics are killing the bad bacteria, they are also knocking out the good bacteria in your body. Some people develop conditions like diarrhea after taking an antibiotic. In other people, this may allow for really bad bacteria to take over and populate the gut, such as with Clostridium difficile. Some research has shown a positive connection between taking probiotics after an antibiotic and relief from diarrhea. Now, this hasn't been proven yet and doesn't work for everyone. The thought behind adding probiotics back into your body after taking an antibiotic is that it can repopulate the good bacteria that was destroyed by the antibiotics and reboot your system. And the extra good bacteria helps repopulate your gut and fight off any remaining bad bacteria. Many people feel that adding in probiotics won't hurt, might help you feel better a little faster and prevent diarrhea. So, should I try probiotics? Well, if you are interested in adding probiotics to your diet, it's worth a conversation with your healthcare provider. Many providers may suggest giving them a try to see if they help with your general health. And it is important to remember that not all probiotics behave the same way and have the same effects. Each has their own individual benefits, and they generally don't cause harm. One easy way to start can be by simply introducing probiotic-rich foods in your diet, like yogurt. So before you start any supplements, make sure you talk to your healthcare provider. Your provider may be able to point you in the right direction, helping you figure out the best probiotic to take, how much to take, and when to take it. A conversation is always worth the time when it concerns your health. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening.